Alright, before we actually get into the video, I wanted to talk about something real quick. It's nothing that's like universe breaking, just a little small disagreement and something that I noticed when I was reading the comments of yesterday's video. So, if you were to go back, if you want to read it along with me, but if you just want me to read here, I can. There was a comment by Emerald was taken. It was supposed to be a nice, positive comment. Speeder's the most underrated YouTuber with a crying emoji and a heart. And I thought it was nice. And then I see 17 replies. So I'm like, did they get mad? What's happening over here? So the first comment that I see, or the first reply to this comment, is no hate, but I disagree. He's gone out of his way to be disrespectful and rude to me, and honestly, isn't all that when it comes to PvP IQ. And to some of what he's saying, I was rude and disrespectful to him, and I'm dumb in terms of PvP. So that's fair. I am dumb, but I really want... I've always emphasized this. I do not take PvP in this game seriously. Hence why I don't join tournaments and do stuff like that. I do not take PvP in Loomian Legacy seriously. Because it's a video game. It's not that deep. So if I ever call someone a name, like a Your Snack user, or Soulburst Gas Stroke user, or something along those lines, a Thaumin user, it is not meant to be a... it's not supposed to be something with ill intent. It's just supposed to be a name for the content sake of it, you know? So I just want people to know that if I call you something or say something, it's not meant to be rude at all, and it really should not be taken that seriously. And also, another comment was talking about how I forget what it was. Oh, I remember. It's when I called people names, something like that, where I would say, that was dumb, or moves that are like dumb moves. Like if someone clicks, like stays in with their Infernix when I have my Luminami on the field, and then I click Radiant Rush on their Flare Blast or Return to Sender expecting a swap, I will say that was a dumb move, and then try to explain what could have been different about it. So I guess some people will take me calling the move that they made dumb and take it to heart. But again, please don't take what I say seriously, because it's not serious. Please do not take it seriously. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, which was another part of this thread, was the whole Schlep situation and how I'm not talking about it. Now, I'm not a news channel. It's not my obligation to educate people on that specific topic, but the thing I will say is I fully support Schlepp's side of the situation, and I do hope that it gets resolved and Roblox will become better for it. But I'm not going to get into details about it, because I don't think it is something that needs to be said on a Roblox Loomian Legacy PvP video. But yeah, just know that is my thoughts on it, and hope everyone enjoys the video. So the showcase Loomian's kind of stuck down there. Oh, there she is. Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to another video. And now in this one, we're taking a look at Jalusa. Now, someone been commenting, pinging me in my Discord server, in my showcase suggestions, wanting me to use their range tank Jalusa and how they already have it trained and everything, and I don't need to rally it. So I was like, why not? Let's just yoink it for a video, see how it performs. So yeah, here we have the Jalusa from Goblin, so we're going to be trying it out. Frail, very clever, and sluggish is what we're going to be using. We want to make sure we maximize our range defense with this set, because we wanted range tank Jalusa, so why not? Health amulet to give us health back every turn. And then our set here of Soft Water, Peace of Mind, Deep Freeze, and Gamma Pulse. Basically, the whole point of this set is we're going to try to raid boss. If you don't know what raid bossing is, it's basically where you stack up a lot of stat boosts with a defensive-based ability and try to sweep through the game. And in this case, we have Soft Water that can give us a lot of our health back, 1/8 of it to be precise, and plus with Health Amulet, we get, what, 1/6 of it back, I believe? Then we have Peace of Mind, which this is going to give us +1 in range attack and range defense to give us our offensive pressure. And then we have really solid coverage of Deep Freeze and Gamma Pulse, being just really solid in general. Then we have Enchanted Coat to take less damage from super effective moves. So overall, this thing has all of the capabilities of being a raid boss. Plus, it actually has a good speed tier. It's a solid speed stat. We have 200 health, which is just to maximize our health, make us as bulky as possible. 4 energy is just to follow the 4 energy rule. 96 melee defense is just where you can put the leftovers. You could also put it in range attack if you really want to, but not really any need as we have peace of mind. We're going to check out to at least +2 peace of mind before we start throwing out damage. And then 200 range defense, so we are as range tanky as possible. So there's a lot of ways you could use a Jalusa like this, but in this one it looked like he wanted it to be a raid boss. So personally, if I was using a Jalusa like this, I would use Flash and Flee with it. I actually need to check, does this thing get the enchantments? I think that's Cleone that gets the enchantments. But I would use it more as utility. You could use like a Provoke. You could use Provoke, Deja Vu, Flash and Flee. Stuff like that gives you more of a utility-based set. But this one also works. It does work. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy, and let's get right into it. Alrighty. So about that intro, a little bit more talking about it. I forgot to mention that I do want to apologize if there is anyone that actually is hurt by my words when I say them. I do want to apologize for that. I don't mean to hurt anybody. I hope that's okay. I do feel bad. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. So I do hope that you all are alright. So let's just focus on Loomian Legacy PvP because it's what we do, right? I've always tried to stay out of dramatic situations, so when something like that pops up, I just want to resolve it and try to get into a neutral ground because I don't want people to feel bad. And if I do something dumb, like call out. If I do something or say something dumb, just call it out. Seriously, I would rather it be called out and work on myself rather than it just lingering and then eventually blowing up in my face. And what do I do about it then? I was just blown up. How do I want to deal with Zulon? Right, I have this thing, so we're good. How do I want to deal with Metatoad? Transfer's not bad. There's no poison resist, so let's do that. But yeah, we could maybe raid boss this game with Jalusa, seeing as we are pretty quick. We just had to get rid of the Metatoad, and because we do not have water-type moves, we can't hit it super effectively, and my eyes are starting to hurt because of this ring light. It hurts my eyes. Well, I lost a lot of good pressure here. I guess I could technically go into Jalusa. Definitely will not outspeed to Clips. Let's try a Pyro just to see. It could do pretty good damage. Let's just find out. Okay, yeah, solid. There's a peace of mind. Waba does seem very free right now. So let's go Waba. Now that we know that it's ranged to Clips, we can feel free to go for a Bitter Cold. And we did just get completely free damage without taking that much back. So we are vibing here. But yeah, now I'm thinking about me just trying to take the subject away. Because I don't try to be blameless in scenarios like that. Because, yes, I do, like, I could say, like, that was the stupidest use of your Shine Pearl I could ever say. Like, you see something, I could say something like that, and I can see how that can sound insultive and rude. But I don't try to be like that, because, I mean, it's evident that I do it, and it's not something that I try to be malicious with. So I'm not trying to just insult literally everyone that I'm fighting, unless they're annoying. Not a good time for jokes when I'm trying to be serious about this. But no, this is just something fun that I do, and I don't want it to be taken seriously and actually hurt people's feelings. I've said this a lot, but I really hope that this just clears it up, because I don't want people to feel bad whenever I call them a name in a video game. Because, yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. I really just don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do understand that I have a platform and a voice that goes out to a lot of different people. So sometimes the things I say are not interpreted or said correctly, if that makes sense. A lot of, like, there can be things that I say that can go over the heads of some other people, so it just sounds like I'm being mean or rude, when I'm really not meaning to. But yeah, YouTuber apology is gone. Time to be insultive again. I feel like I just would have swapped out here because, okay, I guess I need to mention this as well. I wanted to talk about this as well. Whenever I say something like that was a bad move or that was not the right thing to do, I try to explain what the right move could have been there, right? Because in this scenario for him, I think the better move here was most likely to either go, I forget if they had Metatoad or not. I feel like they could have just gone into Metatoad and then tried to just break me. Only real problem is they could get hit by Bitter Cold, then everything kind of sucks for them at that point. In general, they didn't have many options for Waba, which is why I liked the ring itself, because it just felt really strong. But yeah, like, I want to, because, like, if I don't call out when people make mistakes, you're not able to learn or figure out my thought process and why I don't think it's a good move. Like, that's why I do that, right? That's why I say these things. There's no malicious or rude behind to it. I'm just trying to be informative. Yeah, that's the word, informative. Dark Surge is good here, except if they have Harv, because then I need to sack my Waba, and then I can try palming with Jalusa. After one palm, I could be good to kill with Gamma. I'll have to see. I really need to kill Metatoad, though. That thing's an issue. Dude, I love when this happens. One of my favorite interactions right now is when Lashent lowers my range attack, and then I blow him up with Applied Frustration. I love it. Yeah, I guess to end it off, don't feel unheard, because I do read all the comments. But please remember, if I say or do something dumb, you can call it out, because I'm not perfect. So it's better to learn about what I did wrong, rather than just completely ignore that it happened. So yeah, YouTuber apology done. Let's do this. I don't know. I feel like you just would never really go Lashent on a base Metro Knight out of the fear of maybe getting hit by secret ability, personally. Not the move I would have done there. I feel like right there, it's just a little hard there. I think you could have just gone into Harv if you have it. Because you have Metatoad, Zulong, and then one other thing in the back that I don't know yet. And we're going to have to figure out a way how we want to beat the Zulong if our Eliguana gets too low. But now we can flash and flee for free, knowing that Lashent is not a factor anymore. I have a really strong Dark Surge right now, and they Elemental Bursted before, but you should never really make the same move twice. I could go for a Simon Sack, which really doesn't do that bad. But we're gonna try this, see if this works. Zulong is taking a heavy damage, so yeah, they do E-Burst. They're looking to break through my Eliguana. Flash and Flee takes down the Zulong, which is nice. I love the Boots Eliguana. It's just fun. Okay, we can attempt Jalusa here. It's just the problem being that Metatoad has health. So we have to hope that it is a ranged Metatoad. And then we can Peace of Mind with our very clever with our Enchanted Coat to take reduced super effective damage. And then hope that our Deep Freeze can 3-shot. Because it's not going to one-shot. Let's palm here. Let's see how this is going to work out for us. This is definitely not the best scenario to use this, by the way. But it's fine. We killed Lashent, so we are in a good spot to do stuff with Jalusa. It's just depending on what this Metatoad is. Because if it's Cycle Slap, which, that'd be fine. Cycle Slap would be totally fine. Psycho Blast, like, pretty much, as long as it's not Slap Down, we're all good. Because I do not want to lose my health amulet. We do outspeed it. I can try to Soft Water depending on the damage that I take this turn. Let's see. We can take... Oh, we're not taking anything. Oh my god. A crit. Man. That is just tragic. I'm not going to kill this either. That crit hurts. I'm alive? I guess the raid boss is real. Holy crap. We survived? Is it Harv? It's got to be Harv then, right? You're Harv. This is Harv. I don't have Wobblisk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. This is scary. Yep. Makes sense. Do I have to speed it? No. 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 I don't think so. I don't think I have to speed it. It'd be very cool. cool though. It'd be very, very cool, but the definitely don't. Oh my god. You got this. Stay awake. Does that count as harmful acts done to myself? Or that I have to put on the monetization thing? Probably not, right? Okay, yeah. Alright, let's just load up. Draco Beam! I don't think that Muck Blast killed, despite it being the way safer option. I just don't think that it killed. Dude, my eyes. I can't keep them open. It's this freaking light. The back. It's that. No, you guys. It's that. There's a difference between this and that. Okay? Just know. Just know. I took down the Skellig, and that is going to be a GG. I know that Doing to Bobby likes to use Solnecta. I've been trying not to fight duplicate people for a little bit because it kind of feel unfair, but not a lot of people are PvPing right now. So I'm kind of like in a weird area, but hey, see how this works. I like my Zip Zap here. It is unstoppable, so let's do that. I have no Soul Burst, so I can't stop the Dyborg's stuff that it wants to do. Dyborg is a problem, especially with Rancid. So I guess... How do I want to kill it? I don't actually know. I hope it's not ranged move, I guess. Hope it's not metal move, I mean. Or brawler move. I really do like Metro here. Dark Surge is very strong. We just need to get Barbs up. Like, Dark Surge is going to be really good here. I don't have a real way to beat Wendelin because for this video, I dropped Luminami. Because I was thinking in my head, like, what's... Dyborg is going to be a problem. I don't know how to deal with it. Let's just do this. I don't think this is going to work, actually. Maybe if I go Wiki, I'd have a better shot. I think I'm going to have to do that. But no, I didn't bring Luminami because it's like, why would I use 2 water light types, you know? Yeah, okay, here it is. You're not gonna let me landslide, are you? I'd be so happy if you let me do this. You're scared of Zip Zap, so you're not gonna go into Dragonine. I need to kill this thing. This is like a problem. Lovely. Dyborg is nearly dead. I don't know what it's gonna do with its last move. Let's find out. I'm just gonna landslide again. I have to be very careful of the Dragonine though. Oh no. Oh, you can't be real, Jimmy Joe Bobby. That's just mean. You wouldn't do that, would you? No. No, you're not gonna do that. I don't think Jimmy Joe Bobby's gonna do it. He's not gonna Herbal Remedy here. That's just toxic if he does. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, if I Dark Surge, Metro's not bad. It's just I think I just need to spam Dark Surge. That's what I have to do. Yeah, he's trying to get the Dyborg healed up. So I just send in my Breaker and then blow something up. This doesn't kill, but... You gonna poison? Dang, Jimmy Joe Bobby's on his stall arc. Okay. Really wishing I brought Rancidor right now. Just Dark Surge again. No real reason not to. We're gonna get big damage on Wiki. Bruh. Come on, Jimmy Joe Bobby. Don't be like that. I have my own Wiki. I can do this too. I guess this could have been an opportunity to try to go for the raid boss, but if I get poisoned with Jalusa, it's over. So I can't really do that right now. This is an opportunity though with the Wiki. We just gotta figure out what to do. Are they just gonna Herbal Remedy? But they're gonna get crit and die. That's not. I hate when I get crits. I know it's like part of the game, but crits are stupid. I do not deserve that kill. You would have lived, you got to Herbal Remedy, then dodge, right? They added it back. Jalusa just makes so much sense to come in right now. I take almost no damage if it's ranged. So let's see! Bah. If we take nothing. Goodness. Cleone. We're faster than this thing. We can soft water on it. They're not gonna let me do this. I don't think there's any. Not gonna be any way he lets me do this. I don't think he's gonna let me do this. But I did get my soft water off and go for a falling jump. And there's just gonna be some mine through it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh god. Alright. Let's do this then. He's persistent as well. So these are not going away for a while. I'll eat my Lay's barbecue chips. Not sponsored. It's not Wendelin, right? It's annoying. That's annoying. Why did I switch there? You may ask, I was scared of poison. Which personally, I mean, I guess it makes sense to go for square one there. That move makes sense. Okay, I need to go for barbs then. If Wobblisk gets on the field, I get 2 layers of barbs up, Dyborg dies, and then I get to, peace of mind, do all the stuff I want. I guess I'll take the opportunity right now. This is the best shot that I have got. Oh? Bars? Probably such an overused one, as this is the only shot I've got. So overused, actually, the more I'm saying it. I wish I got Gamma Soul next day. It was so cool. Probably trade for it. Probably have something that people care about. Honestly, I don't think that I even go for... I think I just go for double barb. Honestly, like thinking about it, I just go for double barb, right? I think I do. My game's crashing for some reason. Stop crashing. Alright, let's try Jalusa. Fire breath. These 2 barbs should be plenty. Plenty. Okay, let's go for a peace of mind. Our plan is in motion. We just have to hope that the last Loomian, which is most likely Drago dying, is not Wendelin. Wendelin would make a lot of sense. Wendelin would make sense to be on this team, but if I could raid boss with Jalusa, it'd be cool. He's trying to far enchantment as fast as he can. Thing is, if it's the team I'm thinking, I don't think that it's gonna work. I just soft water here. Start getting constant heals. The problem is with far enchantment here is you're not getting any stronger against me. It's just taking me longer to get stronger against you. We have enough barbs to hopefully kill the Dyborg. Personally, if I'm the Dyborg right now, I'm looking to poison. Alright, here's the issue now. Is it Wendelin or is it Dragodine? Because it could be Dragodine. Okay. We've made it to this scenario, which I was a little worried about. We're going to attempt one more piece of mind. Just to see. We have Health Amulet, Soft Water, Enchanted Coat, +2 range defense against a Dragodine. It might do some damage. Let's see. Surely taking time. 30 seconds almost. Like the green arrow, Jimmy Joe Bobby. Like the green arrow. Hold on. Emo mode. Hold on. Like the green arrow, Jimmy Joe Bobby. Anyway. Here we go. Blowy uppy time. I wish there was more I could do. Maybe I should jump on my bed frantically. Well, that's an interesting move. I don't think you can do much now. I'm pretty sure Jalusa just wins now. He needed to keep the Diborg alive to reset my stats, is the thing. How much do I take? I don't take anything. Bop! He tear down to get rid of his own far enchantment, so then I just get more out of that exchange. Now, obviously square one's coming out, but it actually doesn't matter. I have my soft water up, so Necta can't kill me. It would have to Peace of Mind in a war and win against me. Which that could be a possibility, actually, really thinking about it. I have to rest and they get a +1 on me immediately, then realistically, if they wanted... No, they can't beat me. Jalusa will beat Solnecta at some point. It's a crit war, but I think I'm just better. No. He's going Cleone here. He's going Cleone to Far Enchantment to dissipate into the Solnecta. He's going for Solnecta. I was wrong. Alright, Jalusa just wins. That's the thing. He rests on my rest as well. I would have clicked Peace of Mind there and then rested. It doesn't really matter, I guess, the order, right? At this point, the game's over and I'm winning. Yeah, it's gonna be... It's a palm war now. That's what this is. But Jalusa raid bossing, which is the whole point of the showcase and the Loomian, is to raid boss this. If we were a pivot one... Let's see. If we were pivot, we would not be in the best situation. So, yes, this is good. The Wabba is still healthy. It doesn't have enough health to tank Solnecta. Yeah, it's gonna be a Peace of Mind war. The funds... Yep, whoever crits wins, but I'm better off, in all honesty. I'm just better. I want to try the, does this thing have Blade Rush? I think. So in a Peace of Mind war like this, you always want to click Peace of Mind up to +6. Does not matter if they hit you. It does not matter, especially in this scenario. However, it's different for Jimmy Joe Bobby because, honestly, he has to win the crit war. Winning the crit war means it's a G for me. It is a G. For a couple reasons. You never want to do that. You always want to get to max first before you start blowing up. You never ever want to do that. You never want to do that. Because now I can technically just get a nice hit, but I just get a free turn. I get tempo now. I have tempo, which you don't know what tempo is. It's basically like the pace of the battle, and it's in my favor right now. Because see, now he has to rest on my deep freeze. See the issue now? Now that he's resting on my deep freeze, I'm getting much more damage than he would. Yeah, this is just, you always peace of mind up to +6, and then, yeah, he has to wait. So he's getting less moves out of this interaction, and I'm getting his health. There's Rageful Plushie. This does not matter unless it has Parasitize, but it's shown Feroblast so far. It's shown Feroblast, Fire Breath, and I'm going to assume Bluster Loop Peace of Mind because he's obsessed with the Rageful Plushie one. Whoever crits wins. Actually, no. It's not whoever crits wins. It's if he crits here, he wins. No, actually. You wouldn't have the energy. I don't think so. My game's crashing. He has to crit here to win. Yeah, I mean, this was not a... I get the crit. It was not a war he could have won. There's nothing that he could have done. It was a 1 in 24. He hit, what, 3 times? So that's 3 in 24. That's probably a number that ends up getting divided correctly. Probably 8, I think. A 1 in 8 chance of winning the game there. Not awful odds, but not the best. There's Cleone. It'd be funny. This probably doesn't even kill. Which is the funny part. Does it kill? I don't know. Probably. But something just tells me. Oh my god! Are we gonna end off at full health? And we're gonna cutscene him with Gamma Pulse. God, my eyes won't stay open. Look at Loomian Legacy. I can't. My eyes. Holy crap. I should go sleep. Alrighty, well, I do think that this thing actually did pretty well. In that specific scenario against like a Solnectus, Jalusa is definitely a very happy Loomian because, man, not a lot you can do against it there, huh? But yeah, I do think that Jalusa as a raid boss does definitely work and is very scary as it takes less damage from super effective hits. As you saw with the Dregadine, I took 1 damage. It did get rid of my hazards, which did make the battle last a lot longer. Because if it was in the scenario where the hazards were not gone, Dregadine hit me instead of going for Teardown, I actually would have been able to just kill and win the game off of that. Because the Barbs would have been up to kill the Diborg to then deep freeze the Solnectus. So Jimajawabi actually did make the very good decision there of getting rid of the hazards. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone later. Bye!